Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title, today we're going to be doing some EFT tapping as a way to manage some general anxiety. This video is part of a series that includes both the tapping tutorials we get to follow along as well as tapping meditations. If this interests you, stick around. Thank you for joining me. So we're going to be addressing general anxiety in this video using EFT tapping to manage those sensations, those thoughts, those emotions. And the reason I've chosen to include anxiety as part of this series on grief and loss is because anxiety is a natural response to the grieving process and the loss of something. So what we're going to be doing is using those same wonderful EFT acupressure points to move through just feelings that are associated with anxiety. If you are not so new to tapping, what I would advise you to do is use your own languaging to really tap into what's happening for you, as well as using your own words, your own script to best get to what's going on in you, in your world. If you are new to tapping, do feel free to just kind of follow along with the tapping points and feel free to repeat what it is that I'm saying. So I want you to think about what's happening for you as it pertains to that anxious feeling. What's happening for you? Is it sweatiness? Is it a spinning, racing mind? Is it a sensation that you're kind of frozen and you don't know what to do? Is there something going on that you're avoiding? What's happening for you? What's made you join me here today for this tapping? I want you to come in and kind of think about what's going on for you. We're going to use a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is a neutral feeling and 10 is the most agitated, the numbness, the anger, whatever it is for you. And the most is going to be a 10. So go ahead and get a piece of paper, write down that number. There's an interesting phenomenon where as we get into the tapping, all of a sudden we don't remember where we started. So do feel free to write that number down before we get started. So we're going to be tapping on the karate chop point to begin with. And this is just a quick tapping. Again, it's part of a larger series that addresses more specific elements of grief and loss. Do feel free to check that out. So we're tapping on our karate chop point. Even though I feel really anxious, and maybe I don't know what has me feeling this way, but I still love and accept myself. I'm feeling really anxious right now, and I know exactly why. And I want this feeling to go away. And I still love and accept myself. Even though I'm avoiding something I know I have to do, but I just can't bring myself to do it, I still love and accept myself and how I feel. I'm going to start with the side of the eye. I feel so anxious. My heart is racing. Side of the eye. My mind is spinning. Under the eye. Sweaty palms. Maybe I'm super anxious and there's a bead of sweat falling down my back. I just can't deal. Chin. I just can't deal. Collarbone. The way that I'm feeling is showing up as physical sensations. Under the arm. My body is reacting to how my mind is processing the situation. Top of the head. My body is reacting. Unbelievable. Sweaty palms. Sweaty brow. Maybe I'm even trembling at the thought of having to do this thing. I don't really want to do it. Under the nose. My body is reacting. Chin. My heart is racing. collarbone. My heart is racing and I'm breathing quickly. Underarm, because I'm nervous. I'm nervous and now I'm anxious. Top of head. I'm anxious and I don't know what to do with all of these sensations. Eyebrow. I have been feeling more tired lately. Side of the eye. Can that be related to my anxiety? Under eye. I think I heard somewhere that feeling tired or weak is actually a symptom of anxiety. Under nose. Feeling tired. Chin. Sweaty palms. Collarbone. My heart is racing. Under the arm. There's a lot going on for me right now. Top of head. There's a lot going on for me right now, and I'm just so anxious about this situation. And stop. Take a deep breath and let it out. So I quickly ran over some of the common physical experiences one can have when they are dealing with that anxiety. If anything in particular resonated with you, I would invite you to just take a little note on that same piece of paper so that you can come back and tap those down. But what we're going to do next is check back in, use that same 1 to 10 scale and write your number down, and just see if that quick round of tapping where you're acknowledging what has happened, shedding the light of consciousness on what it is that's going on for you, if that number stayed the same, if it's gone down, or if it's gone up even. And in going up, that's actually a great sign. It may feel a little uncomfortable, but that's what's in there, okay? So when the number's going up, that's just an indication that you're opening yourself up to really feel whatever's going on with you. And that's part of the process of actually beginning to let it go and coming back down to a more neutral state. The next round of tapping we're going to do is dealing more so with the kinds of thoughts that accompany these feelings of anxiety. So we're going to start with the eyebrow. And please repeat after me or use your own words, but this anxiety, side eye, this anxiety, under the eye, it feels like panic. Under the nose, it feels like panic sometimes. Chin, because I'm always worried about something. Collarbone, I don't know what's going to happen, but what I know is it's something not good. Under the arm, I have to always be on the lookout, always on guard. Top of head, because I just know that something is going to happen. Eyebrow, hypervigilance, it's always in the background. Under the eye, that worry is always there. Under the nose, and it's always just there in the background. Chin, it's hard to concentrate. Collarbone, hard to think straight. Top of head, my mind is racing. My mind is racing. Eyebrow, always something to worry about, another thing to think about. I can't ever get it done. Under the nose. I can't ever get it all done. Anxiety. It's all on my shoulders. Under the arm. I can't get it done, but I have to get it done. And that worries me. Top of the head. The racing thoughts. Always being worried. Always being on the lookout for what may or may not actually happen. But I gotta worry. I have to worry about it. That nervousness. Eyebrow. The nervousness and worry. It's all up to me. It's all up to me. Okay, and go ahead and stop tapping. And again, I'm going to ask you to check back in and see how you're doing. My suspicion would be that the sensations, the increased heart rate, perhaps a sweaty palm, a sweaty brow, rapid breathing, tensing or trembling, my suspicion would be that those would be the things that really begin to stir things up for some. And others, it could be the mental activity that just goes along with that anxiety has been stirred up. So go ahead and check back in with yourself and write down your number. And based on the little areas that we tapped on today, kind of check in and see which ones got the most response from you. Those are going to be things that you want to go back and tap on. We're going to do a final round of tapping where we're calming down our nervous system from that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response and just providing a little salve, a little comfort, okay? So we're going to start with the eyebrow. The anxiety is a lot to bear. Always something to think about. Always something to worry about. And at this point, I'm an expert. Side of the eye. Under the eye, I'm an expert worrier. Under the nose. There's a part of me that thinks that worrying is part of the problem solving. Chin. But another part knows that's not right. Collarbone. The more I can relax, the better it'll be to solve these problems on your arm. These problems that I think I have. Top of head. I'm going to give myself a moment to just relax. Even if it's just a moment, relax. Eyebrow. Calming down. Side of the eye. Calming down. Under the eye. Calming down and soothing myself. Under the nose. I'm soothing myself and I'm calming down. Chin. The heart rate is slowing. Collarbone. The breathing is slowing down, normalizing. Under the arm, calming down. Calming down. Now, I myself felt that calming down sensation, and I hope it was the same for you. Again, feel free to repeat the tapping using your own words, the tapping places of your preference, and you will begin to see yourself calming down so that you can see things more clearly. Oftentimes, we're busy worried about things that are outside of our control or don't need to be dealt with right now. But that nervous feeling, that anticipating what's wrong, that makes it more difficult to really make those distinctions. So, if you have any questions, do feel free to leave that down in the comment section. I hope that you have found this video useful for you today. Until next time.